This is an opportunity to thank the hundreds of BBB accredited businesses that responded to our surveys. We asked why they chose to be part of the Better Business Bureau. They said they value the BBB brand. They said they wanted to tell others about their affiliation with the BBB. And they said emphatically that they support the free services that the BBB provides to our community. In the next few minutes, you'll hear some of our people describe how they provide those services.
The most important part of my job is protecting the BBB brand every day. We do this by fielding phone calls from the public who contact our office wanting to inquire about a company they're considering doing business with, or possibly file a complaint against a company with whom they've already done business. One of the things we focused on this fall are QR codes that we're launching for consumers to be able to locate trustworthy accredited businesses. This will allow consumers to go directly to an accredited business's BBB business review. And speaking of business reviews, earlier this year we launched a new format for our business reviews, providing additional information for consumers that's easier to read. It's not easy every day listening to people complain who have had problems with companies, but the operations staff does a great job in helping both consumers and businesses work through their disputes. This is why this year we've processed over 1.5 million inquiries and over 22,000 complaints.
Accredited businesses' value is the use of the BBB logo. They value the prestige and credibility that's behind it, and they want to make a statement to their customers that they've been checked out, that they are a BBB accredited business. There are several different logos they can use and different ways they can use it in. One of those is online. So the nice thing is that companies can use this logo on their bid sheets, on their business cards, on their proposals that they give to customers, so they're constantly able to communicate the BBB accreditation and the value behind it. What we focused on this year is search engine optimization. It's something that accredited businesses have told us that they want us to do, is help promote their BBB accreditation and market that to customers. And the great thing is that it combines the value of BBB accreditation with the power of Google. So the value of search engine optimization is when a consumer goes to Google and they search for St. Louis roofers, the BBB accredited business reviews will rank high in the search engines.
I read advertising in newspapers, I look at ads on billboards, and I listen to the radio. I am looking for ads that need to be challenged because we want to help businesses present themselves in their advertising in a better way, so that consumers will feel confident when they're looking at those companies' ads. An example of a misleading ad might be an up to savings claim that states, save up to 50%. The code says that when you say up to, you're indicating there's a range of savings. And the code wants you to state the minimum available discount as well as the maximum available discount.
What I do is investigate bad or unethical business practices and then report that to consumers, other businesses, and the public in general. Our leads for investigations can come from many different places. They can come from our own staff, they can come from consumers, they can come from other businesses, other accredited businesses. We have a close working relationship with the Attorney General's office, both in Illinois and in Missouri, and we serve actually on a consumer fraud task force with them. The investigation that probably had the most impact was an investigation of the extended auto service contract industry, specifically focusing on a company called U.S. Fidelis out of St. Charles County. That investigation ultimately ended up receiving a lot of publicity, and ultimately the founders of that company were indicted this past June. At any given time, I'm working on a variety of investigations. Right now, I'm working on a charity investigation where a high amount of the fundraising goes to pay for professional fundraisers. It's the support of the accredited businesses that enables us to do our work, to do our investigations.
The main focus of the BBB Charity Information Service is to make sure donations are getting to organizations that deserve them. Many of our accredited businesses use the charity reports to help make their own wise giving decisions. We know that a lot of the businesses are approached by charities to give donations, so the giving guides that we put out twice a year, the reports that we have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, are available too, so it's a great resource for them. An accredited charity is a charity that met all 20 standards, and those standards go through the governance and oversight of the organization, their finances, their solicitation materials, and we also make sure that they have certain policies and procedures in place, like conflict of interest policies, measuring effectiveness, and things of that nature. But an accredited charity would meet all 20 of those standards and sign a license agreement with us to use the seal on their solicitation materials and online. The 20 standards for charity accountability really are a set of best practices that charities can use, and we've seen time and again where organizations have become stronger by following these standards, by putting things in place. The support that we get from accredited businesses to operate the Charity Information Service is very important. It's why we're here. This year we held our 9th annual Charity Symposium, had over 150 people in attendance, and these are mostly charities, but also board members, people from different businesses and different walks of life. Since the inception of the BBB Charity Information Service, the inquiries have increased year after year. This is a great sign because it tells us that our promotions are working, that people are doing their research before they make a donation decision.
Of the 186 media markets across the United States, we were the 3rd most viewed BBB. That means we were on TV, radio, and in the newspaper more than every Better Business Bureau except for 2. It's important for accredited businesses because the more that we're in those places, the more value there is to being a BBB accredited business. One of the most important ways that we do that is the work that we do with the media in telling the stories and providing consumer education. In addition to the external media, we also have a wide range of other publications that we produce. We have a consumer newsletter that goes out to about 40,000 consumers every month, educating them on business topics. We also have business newsletters that go out to all of our accredited businesses, talking about the BBB and helping them with their business. Then there's the charity newsletter, which goes out 4 times a year and keeps the charity community informed about what the BBB is doing. One of the things that I do is work closely with Bill Smith, our investigator, in figuring out the best ways to tell the stories that he's working on so that the most people can get the benefit of all of his hard work. The office in Columbia has allowed us to outreach even further into mid-Missouri to increase our reach so that the message of the BBB continues to grow further and further into our service area. When you see us on television 3 out of 7 days a week, it demonstrates that your support is helping consumers in our service area and helping the business community as we keep everybody informed.
As you'll understand, I'm proud of them and what they've accomplished. And they've only scratched the surface. I should add that we've done this while growing in size and remaining financially sound. None of this would be possible without the continuing support of BBB accredited businesses. I believe that our move downtown not only reinforces our belief in the future of St. Louis, but brings us closer to the other half of our service area across the river. In October, St. Louis Mayor Francis Slay selected your BBB as a winner of the 2011 Quality of Life Award. I hope this video helps to show you why.
My name is Chris Thetford. I am Vice President of Communications.
I'm Jim Judge, and I'm the Director of the BBB Charity Information Service.
I'm Bill Smith, BBB investigator.
I am Carol Bellman, Director of Advertising Review.
I'm Christy Kelly, Vice President of Accreditation.
I'm Tracy Hardgrove, Vice President of Operations and Administration.
And I'm Michelle Corey, President and CEO of the BBB. Thanks for listening.